Hello everyone and welcome to Prep Cook Live. So let's see how to make methi malai matar today. In a pan I am heating about 2 tablespoons of oil. So first we'll cook our fenugreek leaves, that is methi. So here I have taken 2 cups of methi or fenugreek leaves. I have cleaned this well and I have chopped it. Ensure you clean your leafy vegetables well because there's a lot of mud in it. So clean it well, and after washing it then you can go ahead and chop this. So I have chopped and cleaned this fenugreek leaves and I am going to add it to the pan, and we need to cook it for some time till the methi leaves become half in portion. So let's add it. Now keep the flame on medium heat and then continuously mixing this. We need to cook this, and within no time methi actually reduces to half a quantity. So let's quickly do that. Also there are various ways of making this recipe which I will talk about in my video further. Also, for people who do not have fresh methi or fenugreek leaves at home, I'm going to give you a quick trick of how you can make it without methi. Yes, you heard it right, without having your methi leaves. So wait for the video ahead, watch till end and I'll let you know. So as you can see, this has started to reduce in proportion. We just have to cook it like for 2 more minutes and then we will take this out in a plate. Let's take this out in a plate. And in the same pan, I'm going to heat 2 tablespoons of oil. And I also have with me 2 large size onion which I have thinly sliced and separated the layers. We have to add this to the oil and saute it till you get a good golden brown color to this onions. However, if you have ready fried onions that we usually use in biryanis and other curries, you can also go ahead and use them directly for blending it into a paste. Now because we don't have this, I'm going to go ahead and saute this. So let's add this to the oil. Now there are various ways of making methi malai matar and they all taste slightly different than each other. First one is wherein people go ahead and add tomato puree to it. The second method is a sweeter methi malai matar, which is a cashew based white color gravy. However, I like this method of fried onion gravy with this recipe because it's not very sweet, not very spicy, and is absolutely delicious, and you must try on this one. Now, however, if you don't have fenugreek leaves, that is methi leaves, what you can do is you can take a handful of kasuri methi, which is a dried fenugreek leaf that we add in other vegetables usually. Soak it in water for about 10 to 15 minutes and then saute it in oil like we did for the methi leaves at the beginning to activate its flavor, and it's ready to use for your recipe. Now if you're new to my channel, do hit the subscribe button and comment in the section below, like my video if you like my recipe, and hit the bell icon to get more updates whenever we upload a recipe. Onions have began to turn golden brown. Now we have to quickly saute a few more ingredients. So I'm just pushing it to a side. And to the other side, I'm going to add 1 piece of cinnamon stick and 2 cardamoms. I'm also going to add 2 green chilies, just breaking them in half and adding. And about 8 to 10 cashews. a teaspoon of oil, and we are going to saute this at a side. Now we did not add it at the beginning because onions take a long while to turn golden brown and we don't want to burn the other ingredients by then. So that's why I am doing this method. However, if you're not comfortable this way, you could also use two different pans or saute these first and take it out in a plate and then go ahead and do the onions. However, you can do it side by side as well. So the cashews turned golden and now I'm going to mix all of them together. To this I'm adding 1 spoon of ginger garlic paste. And we are going to saute this for about a minute till the raw flavor of it goes off. However, you could also use fresh ginger and fresh garlic pieces because anyways we are going to blend this to a paste later. Give it a quick mix, and as you can see, by the time we added the rest ingredients, the onions have turned golden brown. I'm adding a cup of water to this. We're going to mix it and we're going to let this come to a boil. Like you can see, it has come to a boil and the onions have cooked and become soft, so have the cashews. Now we have to cool this mixture and then blend it. I'm going to transfer it to mixer. So here as you can see, and I'm going to add some curd to this. So I'm adding 2 spoonfuls of curd. And we have to blend it to a fine paste. Ensure you cool the mixture before you blend it in the mixer. Now in the same pan I am heating about 1 spoon of oil and I'm adding 1 spoon of butter to this. You can also go ahead and add ghee. We'll allow this to become hot and the butter to melt. To this I'm adding half spoon of cumin seeds. And we are also going to add some spices. So ensure you put the flame on low because we don't want to burn them. Now I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, that is haldi powder. Adding 1 spoon of red chili powder. One spoon of coriander powder. Half a spoon of garam masala. You can also add garam masala towards the end. 1 spoon of roasted cumin seed powder, that is jeera powder. And we're going to mix all of this and saute this for about less than a minute. Now we'll go ahead and add our paste that we made out of onion and cashew in this. and mix it well, combining the spices and the curry. Now I'm going to add half a cup of water. So I'm just going to add it to the mixer bowl itself so that we get all the curry in the pan, and I have added it. Mix this well. And now to this I am adding the fenugreek leaves that we sauteed at the beginning. Like I said, if you don't have methi leaves, you can go ahead and use kasuri methi, which is a dried fenugreek leaf, and you can add that in at this stage. This is 1 cup of green peas which I have cooked. I have used a frozen one. You can also use the regular one. Just ensure it's cooked before you add. Now combine all of this well, because the methi leaves would have formed kind of a lump by now, so ensure you mix it well along with the curry and spread it evenly. Now to this I'm going to add some salt for taste, because we haven't added salt since the beginning. So just a little salt. And I'm also going to add 1 spoon of sugar. Now don't worry, this is not going to make it spicy. It will just enhance the flavor of everything together and balance it out proportionately. So I'm adding 2 spoons of malai. You can also go ahead and use fresh cream if you don't have malai. And we're going to mix all of this really well and combine everything together. By this time itself, you might have started getting a very good aroma out of this curry because of all the spice mix that we've used. To this I'm going to add half a cup of water more, and then we have to cook this for approximately 12 minutes. So 6 minutes around we are going to cover this and cook for everything to get together, and after that we are going to open the lid partially or completely, increase the flame to a medium or high, and then cook it for another 5 minutes till the oil completely separates out of the gravy and the gravy is completely cooked. Now I've taken off the lid. I'm going to put it on high flame and I'm going to dry out the water to the required consistency that I need. And as you can see, this is absolutely ready. All the oil is separated out of the curry and it absolutely smells delicious. It's going to be super tasty. Do try this recipe and hope you like it. I'll see you until next time in the kitchen of Prep Cook Live.